scholars, it's Ms. Clark. I'm so excited to be back with you and teaching you another type of mastery problem that you might see. This is a joint start unknown problem, and I'm going to walk you through the steps that I would take as a great mathematician to solve this problem. And the cool thing about this one is there are two different ways that you might want to approach it, and I'm going to show you both of those. We know that the first step a good mathematician would take, or any scholar really, would be to put your name and date on the top of your paper. After you do that, we can go ahead and annotate the problem with our part and whole labels. First, let's read the problem together to make sure we really understand what's going on in our problem. Goose had some treats. Then she found 37 more treats. Now Goose has 89 treats. How many treats did she have to start? Let's think and try to visualize this problem together in our heads. Okay, so it says Goose had some treats. I can picture Goose there with some of her treats. Then she found 37 more treats. So now Goose had some, she got 37 more, and now Goose has 89 treats. How many treats did she have to start? So I had one part that I don't know, then I had 37 treats that she got to make a total of 89 treats that Goose has. So it sounds like I already know what my whole is. Goose has a total of 89 treats. So I'm going to go ahead and annotate that. I'm even going to put a little W to remind myself that this is the whole. Okay, let's back up and think about our parts. Well, the first part, Goose had some treats. That's our unit that we're looking for, but again, we don't know how many she had at the beginning. That's what the problem says we're trying to find. And it told us that she got 37 more treats. So this was our other part. Now I can go ahead and fill in either a number bond or a part and whole box to make it super clear before I get started. So the whole is 89. That's what she ends up with for her total. I don't know how many she started with, but I do know that she added 37 more to what she already had to get 89. So now, scholars, I told you that there were two ways that I could go about solving this problem. The first way is I could say, I'm going to start at the part that I do know and count on to the whole. That's one way. Or I could start at the whole and take away the part to find my missing part. So either of these strategies would work. Let's go ahead and start with this one first. I'm going to show you two strategies that I could use to solve this. First, I think I'm going to do the heart strategy. So I'm going to start at my part and count on to my whole. However much I go, or however much I add, will be my missing part. So this one is like part plus part equals a whole. So let's see. Let's start at 37. 37, and I want to get all the way to 89. I know that it would take way too long and I would probably make some mistakes if I decided to start counting on by ones. So let me think of a way that I know how to skip count. I think because I'm going from 37 all the way to 89, it'd be most efficient if I counted by tens. So let's try that. Now I'm at 47, 57, I need to keep going until I get to 89. 67, 77, 87, okay, I'm super close. Let's see if I should go again. 97, wait, that was too far because I went to 97 and I needed to stop at 89. So I can't add another 10 stick. I'm going to have to switch to count by ones now. 88, 89. So now, whatever I added to 37 should be my missing part. I'm going to go back to add my next set of labels to show how many I added on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. So this strategy told me that my missing part was 52. I said, okay, if I have 37 plus 52, I will get to 89. But I should try a second strategy to double check. So let's try, I'm going to try stacking, but it might be a little bit different than what you're used to. I'm going to try to write 37, labeling that as my part, plus something will give me plus my next part will give me my whole of 89. So I'm kind of thinking backwards here, but I'm still doing the same thing of saying, let's start at the part, add something, and get to the whole. So let's start in the ones place like we normally do with stacking. Remember, we're looking for this missing part. So I'm at 7. What do I need to add to get to 9? Well, I know that 7 plus 2 is 9, so I need to add 2. Okay, now if I'm looking in the tens place, I've got 3. What do I need to add to 3 to get to 8? I know that 3 plus 5 is 8, so I need to add 5. So this shows me if I add 7, let me double check. 7 plus 2 equals 9, yes. 3 plus 5 equals 8, yes. So that means 37 plus 52 equals 89. So I just double checked and I was right. This was just one way to solve for the missing part. I'm gonna write my number sentence that would match this strategy. It looks just like this. 37 plus 52 equals 89. And I know I'm gonna push myself and definitely label, again, my part in whole. So I've got, this is a part, plus the part will give me my whole. Remember, scholars, this was just one strategy. Now we're gonna try a different approach. We're gonna start at the whole, take away the part we do know to be left with the part that we don't know. So I'm gonna try, I think I already did the hard strategy in stacking, so this time I'm gonna try tens and ones. Let's see. I'm gonna represent the whole, which is 89. Let me think about that. 89 means 8 10 sticks and 9 ones. I'm gonna go through and add my labels. 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. So now I've got my whole, and I said I'm starting at the whole, taking away the part, just some of it, and I'll see what I'm left with. So I need to take away 37. How many? Let's start in the ones, just like we do with when we're stacking. I need to take away 7 ones. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I need to take away 3 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3. Now I should be left with my missing part. I'm gonna go back and count to see what I have left. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, switch, 51, 52. So this shows me that all that I have left over is 52. So that means my missing part should be 52. Let me try a second strategy to double check. Remember, I'm going about it a different way this time, so that's why I'm still doing 2 strategies. I think I'm gonna try the stacking again because that's a pretty efficient strategy and I feel good about being able to do that, especially since I've already solved the problem one way. I'm gonna start at 89, which is my whole, and I'm gonna take away the part I do know, which is 37, to be left with my missing part. I'm gonna start in the ones place like always. 9 minus 7, 2. 8 minus 3, 5. So it's super important that you know your fast facts, especially when you're trying to stack. It makes it so much easier and way more efficient. Okay, so I got 52 again. Now I want to write a number sentence that matches these strategies. Well, just like I wrote here, I started at my whole, which was 89. I took away the part that I do know, which is 37. And I was left with my missing part, which was 52. I need to go back and add my part and whole labels. I started at the whole, I took away one part, and was left with my missing part. So scholars, you could choose to start at the part or to start at the whole. You could choose either of these and then do your second strategy to double check your work like I did in green. But I know as a good mathematician, I'm not done yet. Now I've done my representation of my number sentence. Before I double check everything one last time, I need to write my answer with units. And I'm gonna push myself to do something like second graders do, of writing my answer not only with units, but in a complete sentence. So let me think about how I can answer this question in a complete sentence. How many treats did she have to start with? Okay, let's think about the name, because I don't want to just use she. I want to be specific, just like I do in reading. So I'm talking about Goose. Goose. And my question is, how many did she start with? So I would say Goose started with And now what did I find? She started with 52. 52 what? Well, we're talking about treats. That's what I annotated. So Goose started with 52 treats. Perfect. Now I think I'm done, but let me go back to double check all of my work. Does my representation match the problem? Okay, let's see. This one especially matches because it shows how she started with some, then got some more, and ended up with 89. So this one does match. Let me double check these. 89, 89, 37, 37. Yeah, all my numbers, I didn't make any mistakes. My representation matches. Now let me see if my number sentence matches my work. Okay, remember I split this into 2 different times. So my first try at it, let's see, I had 37 both times, and I added 52 here, I added 52 there to get 89. So yes, this number sentence matches this work. Now let me go into my second strategy I tried, or the second approach I did. Let's see, did I start at 89? Yes, yes, and I took away 37, both strategies, and now I was left with 52. So yes, this number sentence also matches my work. And then my last step of double checking is, does my answer actually answer the question? Let's see, how many treats did Goose have to start? Goose started with 52 treats. Yes, I answered the correct question. I didn't give information that we already had. I gave the answer for which I was actually finding. So now, scholars, I'm done with my math story problem. And I hope that next time you can decide which one works best for you. Do you want to start at the part, or do you want to start at the whole? But remember, regardless of which way you go about the problem, you always want to try 2 strategies to double check your work to make sure you don't make any mistakes. I can't wait to see what strategy you guys try when you have another problem like this.